Okay, so as you can see, I'm at a new Google slide deck and I'm going to start my project. Now, I have decided that I'm going to do my project on the Lake Erie Food Web. Now, I've decided on this because I've already taught food chains and food webs to, we're going to say, my fifth grade class. And I've used some of the Nearpods that are already in the Nearpod library, and there are plenty. And I've also used all kinds of other ways to teach about food chains and food webs. And my students know the various levels of members of food chains and food webs, and they know that food chains and food webs are powered by energy from the sun through the process of photosynthesis. But how I want to finish this unit up is I really want to show them a particular place and establish a sense of place that is near us. And so that's why I want to focus on Lake Erie food webs. I want to focus on like freshwater food webs. So I'm going to call this one Lake Erie um, food web, and I'm just going to name it just kind of my naming convention. And as you can see, I have a brand new Google slide deck started. My habit is to always turn theme off because I just want a blank theme, and I always get rid of this. I don't like any formatted text boxes. That's just my preference. So that's going to be my first part, is to get a Google slide deck all ready to go. As you can see, I've already designed my cover slide to my Nearpod lesson. I haven't even opened up the Nearpod add-on yet. I'm just designing in Google Slides. I like to use either Unsplash photos for backgrounds, and Unsplash photos are free photos that you can use. Actually, you can get Unsplash photos, Unsplashed images as another add-on. So you would just go back to that whole Chrome Web Store and search for Unsplash, and you can use insert Unsplash photo, and you can search these photos, and they're all royalty free. You could search for anything that you wanted. And so that's just a cool way of getting background covers. On this particular background photo, I didn't actually use Unsplash. I used Flickr, which Ohio Sea Grant is an organization that I also work for, and we take a lot of photos of Lake Erie, and I used our Ohio Sea Grant Flickr page. So either way, I just kind of like to use original photography in my Nearpods and my Google Slide lessons, just to give a sense of place and just make it look a little more interesting. On the cover, I also used word art. So this is insert word art. And what I did here was I basically have two word arts, two word thes laying on top of each other. I have one the that is lime green, and then the top one is just white with a black outline. And I laid those on top of each other and kind of moved it a little bit so it looked like the lime green was kind of an outline. You're going to ask me, how did you make those cool Lake Erie letters? Those actually aren't, that's not a font. Those are actually images. And I get a lot of my images. I actually buy alphabet collections from an artist. I think she's in England. And I go to her website. Her name is Kate Hadfield, and her website is katehadfielddesigns.com. And when you shop, I just search for alphabets, and I have every alphabet collection that this woman has ever made. And I use those, and I save her collections into my Google Drive. Get back to there. And so all I have to do is insert image from my Google Drive. My Google Drive is going to pop up over here. And I go to my drive, and I know it's in this. I keep my stuff in this folder, and I keep it in a purchased folder. And this is all my Kate Hadfield stuff. I buy her alphabets. I buy a lot of her clip art. I just like her stuff. So that's just me. I mean, you don't have to design your Google Slides with things that you buy. Um, I, I don't know why I love supporting Kate Hadfield, but I don't like buying things on Teachers Pay Teachers. Just personal preference. But these are some of my alphabets here. I like to actually view these in a list. So, like, I have this blue glitter alphabet collection. I have this alpha brown bag alphabet collection. I have a whole bunch of them. And so you would just click on those, and they'll insert right into your Google slide deck. So that's just how I like to design my Google Slides.